That makes sense to me. What about, so in the documentary, seeing Allred, one scene early on that stood out to me was the Dinah Shore scene way back in the day. You know, there's Dinah, she's telling people to, like, you know, women should stay home and cook and clean. And, you know, you weren't Gloria Allred, quote unquote, at that time. And you stood up and you're like, I don't think so. So to me, that scene, which I imagine was the point of that scene, was, you know, to say Gloria Allred is not afraid of anything. I mean, is
Well,
that
that's true.
true?
It's
Really?
true. I'm not afraid of anything, and I'm not afraid of the rich, the powerful, the famous television talk show host or anybody else. And yes, it was pretty radical in those days, kind of the cave age, uh, where in television, where women were supposed to be very happy with a limited role that they would have in the kitchen or at home. And that was fine, except that many women also wanted other options. And so I was an advocate for them. It was interesting, too, that you saw me in the Netflix documentary, Seeing Allred, which is still streaming on Netflix, I might add. You saw me also on the Merv Griffin show, where Merv Griffin was making jokes about sexual harassment and having some of the women on his show, Jaja, and there was another woman as well, in his dressing room, kind of suggesting that, you know, there were going to be sexual favors exchanged in there between him and them. And that's how they got on his show. Of course, now it's not a laughing matter to say that. It's pretty ironic that he said that, given that we know now that Merv Griffin was gay. But still, he felt that it was culturally acceptable to joke about sexual harassment. So you can see we had a long way to go, and we have come a long way.
Absolutely. What about, so nothing, you're not afraid of anything. Does Gloria Allred have like insecurities, like doubts? I mean, you don't seem to from where I'm sitting, but just curious.
I would if I didn't prepare, but I do prepare for my cases, and it's all about the preparation. You know, they say what success is 99% preparation, 1% inspiration. So I'm all about preparation, and I like to have some inspiration as well. But I would never go into a case and just wing it, because it's just not who I am. And I always like my clients to be prepared too, to the extent that they can be. And when they are prepared, again, there's less fear because they know what the possibilities are. There are always some surprises in a case, but you know, again, preparation is the key. I want to add that I'm very proud of my partners in my law firm. My two main partners I've been partners with for 45 years. I met them in law school. They're terrific. And we have a great trial team also in our office. At the end of 2019, we won the largest verdict in California that year for one victim of sexual harassment. For one victim, David, we won $58,250,000.
Wow.
That was the verdict of the jury. Motion for new trial denied. And a few months earlier, we represented another victim of the same billionaire, and another jury awarded us more than $5 million on that case of sexual harassment as well.
Wow.
So, you know, we do fight very strongly against sexual harassment. We have many cases involving rape, sexual assault, adult victims of child sexual abuse, so all kinds of gender violence. So we're not only involved in the employment area, but, you know, this whole issue of, you know, Harvey Weinstein and the many people who are like Harvey Weinstein's. And we do reach many, many confidential settlements without a lawsuit, but we also will litigate cases in the appropriate case and fight all the way, if necessary, all the way up, Court of Appeals, even to the Supreme Court if necessary.